What is up, everyone? This is Jacob Minig, host of Therapist Talks, up for another phenomenal video. Again, before we get started, make sure you hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Again, I really love and appreciate your support, and we're up for another phenomenal reaction video by yours truly, Bruce Rivers, criminal lawyer here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And today we'll be reacting off of his reaction video, plus-size activist Jay Bay. And again, I'm going to give my therapeutic input into it, my therapist reaction, my licensed mental health therapist reaction to it. And yeah, it should be a good educational episode. And yeah, again, I really appreciate the support, everyone. I feel like this is going to be another phenomenal episode. So again, without further ado, let's begin.
We have a society, right? And society is kind of built on norms. And when you walk around on a sidewalk, or you walk, down the street, or you get into an airplane, or you get in the back of a taxi cab, they're built for normal people. And if you have an extreme, like you're too thin or you're too fat or whatever, you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it. And here's the thing: I'm not insensitive to people who are heavy. I mean, look at me. I'm fat right now. I am insanely. I hate it because a lot of my suits don't fit, and I've got some really nice suits that what do I have to do? Bitch to somebody? No, what I do is I do a little bit less hand-to-mouth disease, and I get on the treadmill, and you just try to get fit.
I have to agree with Bruce on this one. Like in life, sometimes we go through changes, and we can't exercise as much as we want to, or eat as well as we want to. Like for me, for example, I just took a new job as a licensed alcohol drug counselor at treatment center. And it's a huge change in my lifestyle. Now, instead of having the freedom of my prior practice, working whenever I want, in a sense, like now I have to get up at 6, 7 in the morning or whatnot to go to work and do the 9 to 5 thing, and then see my clients after my 9 to 5 type job. So it's been a real struggle for me, and not like too much of a struggle, I guess. But it's just been different acclimating to my new job, learning my new job and the paperwork and how they do things. It really sucks. So I had to kind of accept for a little while that things were going to be tough when it comes to like lack of physical activity, nutrition. But now, again, I'm not trying to make any excuses, because also I was worried about not being able to study for the LSATs, which all y'all know I'm an aspiring attorney. Again, I commented towards Bruce about this in his videos, but yeah. So again, I'm studying for the LSATs right now, and I'm just thinking like, crap. Okay, now I have to like get used to this new job, get acclimated. So obviously, I have not had time to study, but now actually I am studying a little bit more because I'm getting my job down. I've been working out a little bit more, so it's all about getting acclimated to your new lifestyle, or a new job, or new things in your life. So again, long story short, what I'm trying to say is that we go through life and there's changes, so we need to learn to adapt and then become better people. And yeah, so anyways, moving on.
You work on yourself. But being heavy is also a health problem. Inflammation is the cause of knee problems, because you're dragging around 300 pounds. Your knees are going to be all fucked up. Your hips get all fucked up. Your bone structure gets screwed up. Your organs get screwed up, and you don't have a long lifespan. Remember John Candy? He was one of the nicest guys on the planet, one of the funniest guys. Or Chris Farley.
Yeah, like you said, like constant years of just overeating, sugars, bad fats, your cholesterol goes up, high blood pressure, you're more prone to like diseases and different types of diabetes, and your body starts to break down. You can end up getting knee surgery, hip surgery. Again, you could also get knee surgery and hip surgery for other types of reasons other than weight. But yeah, and unfortunately, people tend to like live a lot less, or not as long as a normal person, because of, again, weight issues. Also, other negative habits like drinking too much, smoking play an effect too in all this. Yeah, and it's a serious problem that we as a country need to take a better look at.
Their weight killed them, aside from the drugs. This lovely lady, Jaylen Chaney, recently got arrested. and we're gonna watch this. She didn't fit in the back of the fucking police car.
Yes, did I mention who I was doing the reaction video? So J-Bay is plus size activist. I'd never heard of her since I've actually watched Bruce's video. So yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh at this, but and I know some of you people are gonna give me shit for laughing, but it's so ridiculous. So let's just look at this TikTok.
So you want to hear my hot take on plus size travel and why I think every plus size traveler should get a free second and even third seat on an airplane? Then
free second and third seat. Well, let's put them in Delta One. In fact, better yet, let's give them their own fucking airplane with Twinkies and all kinds of steaks and whatever they need to shove in their gullets.
Then you better keep watching and sign my petition to make some real change. Let's just state facts. Plus size travelers need more space.
Plus size travelers need to size down. Let's just say this. No, I'm sorry. The seats are the way they are. Just because you have an eating disorder or you have a physical problem doesn't require the airlines to accommodate you. It just doesn't.
I mean, he might get to this in the video, but I agree with what he's saying. And I'm not trying to be mean. Like I said, I've been putting on some weight just like Bruce has. So, but again, I know like when I'm putting on weight, it's my responsibility. It's no one else's responsibility. I don't expect the world to adhere to my issues when it comes to my weight gain because I'm holding myself accountable. It's no one else's fault but my own. But again, I can fix it. Positive self-talk and not shaming myself and so forth. So again, look, when she said something like when she explained in the video, every plus size person should have 2 to 3 seats. Okay, well, then they need to pay for it. It's just they don't. I do not agree with this. I think they should lose weight to become healthier people to live longer and live a better life. But if she's going to go that route, okay, well then they're going to have to pay for it, you know. And again, I've heard on a lot of other podcasts and other videos too, like plus size people will actually tend to do that. They will tend to buy 2 seats just so they have more like leg room and whatnot. So.
Do you see they bring people in wheelchairs, but they don't have a.
Again, I'm sorry, one more thing. So again, she's saying that we need to accommodate her because of her bad choices. And again, I strongly disagree with that.
Section for wheelchairs on the airplane. You know, they can bring you in a wheelchair, put you in a seat, but they don't take out a seat to put your wheelchair in.
And many people agree that plane seats are too small, even for the average size person. As a plus size traveler myself, I know how uncomfortable and unsafe it can be to squeeze into a tiny airplane seat.
Every seat with her is a tiny fucking seat. Well, how about first class? Oh, that's a tiny seat. How about Delta One? Oh, I should get 2 beds instead of 1.
We're not asking for special treatment or luxury accommodations.
Right.
We simply want enough space to travel comfortably and safely without fear of being discriminated against because of our size.
Again, she is asking for special treatment. She is. So she's contradicting herself, in my opinion, because of her weight. Again, there are people out there the same size as her or even bigger, but it's a very, very small percentage. And us as a population or mankind, womankind, or whatever, we cannot change everything due to such a small percentage of people that one would say is their behavior got them to that size and that unhealthy lifestyle. So we're not going to, again, accommodate them for their unhealthy choices. But then also, again, and I think Bruce might get into this too, some people are obviously like overweight due to like severe medical issues that had nothing to do with them actually overeating. Like sometimes antidepressants can make people gain weight, or certain steroids and so forth are like a known side effect is weight gain. So
It's truly that simple.
It's truly that simple that you need to do less of this. I mean, honestly, why doesn't she bitch about her toilet? Because if she shit in relation to her ass size, her bathroom would be the biggest room in the house. I mean, she's not saying her toilet's too small. Granted, some people have weight problems for a variety of reasons, health reasons, for example. If you're on certain steroids, it can balloon you up and you have no control of it. I get it. Don't tell me that people aren't heavy because of their personal choices and habits. I'm heavy right now because I fucking eat like shit. I mean, it's simple as that. I eat too much ice cream, you know, and that's why I'm hiding it right now. If I took my shirt off, you guys would throw up.
If you agree,
Yeah, I'm a hider too. Like I don't know if it's about, I don't know what it is about like men in my family and myself. It's just like I tend to hide our like fat like better, more efficiently than the average person, I guess. But I guess if you wear baggier clothes, you can hide it more and whatnot. But yeah, fair point, Bruce. Fair point. Fair point.
that every traveler deserves to fly comfortably and without fear of discrimination, then go ahead and please sign my petition and share it with everybody that you know. Let's work together to make air travel more inclusive and accommodating for everyone.
Having the airlines, they calculate these things, and they need to have so many seats and so many souls on board in order to make a profit, and they need to make a profit in order to keep running. It's not discrimination because, you're not normal size. How much does she weigh? Do we know how much she weighs? If you're a woman, and let's say you're 5'5", 5'6", just generous, you're medium height, and you're over 200 pounds, that's heavy. If you're over 300 pounds, that's really heavy. If you're 500 or 600 pounds like this woman, that's medically dangerous. It's just,
again, I'm not a dietitian. Like, you're gonna die soon. Like, you're not. Maybe not within a year or two, whatever, but you're not gonna live long with that weight. And it's figuring out like what's causing this weight gain mentally, emotionally, because a lot of also weight gain can be caused by mental health issues. Again, I am not diagnosing anyone. I would never again diagnose on these videos. But again, a lot of that has to do with like mental health issues, trauma, substance abuse could also be many factors that cause weight gain in people.
it just is dangerous. If you're on fucking oxygen because of your weight, you need to make some changes. Let's just take a look at her in the seat. Oh my God.
Bruce.
This is just so bad.
My body isn't the problem. The system is. When you're forced to buy 2 seats or squeeze into a space that wasn't designed for your body, it's not just inconvenient, it's dehumanizing. This isn't a luxury, it's a basic human right to travel with it.
Okay, the reason I played that is I want to make sure I fucking heard that right. Your body isn't the problem. So are you saying that you were meant to be 600 pounds or 500 pounds or even 400 pounds or even 300 pounds? Your body is the problem. It is not normal for people to weigh that much. It's
very well said, Bruce. Again, he made a phenomenal point where it's just like you were not born this way. You were, as human beings, we are not meant to be that heavy and that large. It's not healthy, and it's very just it's unhealthy, and it causes you to get sick, become sick, and again, it makes you prone for more diseases. And like Bruce said, it's just that you are not meant to be this big. So her language, I feel like, is just all wrong when she's trying to portray something. It's just not. She's wrong. She's just simply wrong, in my opinion.
It's not normal for your body to have to support that kind of weight. It's a medical issue. So if you are unapologetic and you're big and you're loud and you're proud, well, good for you. But live in a world that's not like that for everybody else. You're a small fraction of the public. You are going to die early because of your weight. Plain and fucking simple. If I smoked, for example, I can't smoke on a fucking airplane. I'm being discriminated against. Oh my goodness. Fucking hell. That's
Oh God, I'd say this is one of Bruce's funniest videos. And again, I know he's not trying to be a dick or mean. I'm not trying to be mean. He's a very entertaining man, and he's awesome.
not the case. There's no smoking on airplanes. Dumb shit. And you shouldn't smoke anyway. I don't smoke, but
Right.
I can't imagine people that do today,
Oh, sorry, everyone. Little hiccups.
Bring back indoor smoking.
Yeah. Well, Robert smokes. And
Yeah.
I used to work at a nightclub where I was a DJ when I was in college. And I'd come home and I would smell it. I didn't smoke, but it was when you could smoke in restaurants and bars. And I would just reek like secondhand smoke. Thank God they changed that. Well, this is no different. These are personal choices by and large. There are the occasion where somebody has a medical condition that, they're just heavy because of some medical, and I get that, either a thyroid condition or you're on steroids or whatever, So now look at her. She that looks actually like a first class seat that she's in. And she she takes up the entire space. Most people don't do that.
When you're forced to buy 2 seats or squeeze into a space that wasn't designed for your body.
Look at, she can get down the aisle just fine. I don't know what she's talking about.
It's not just inconvenient, it's dehumanizing. This isn't a luxury, it's a basic human right to travel with.
She's on fucking oxygen. She's on oxygen. Why is she on oxygen? Because she can't breathe because her fucking fat belly is pushing. And I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback on this from people, but I am heavy myself, so I can talk about this a little bit, but I'm not this heavy.
Bruce, you're not that
heavy.
What
do? You watch your diet. You eat salads. You eat a little bit of chicken. You go for a run on the treadmill or a brisk walk, or you just don't eat that pizza for breakfast.
Travel with dignity.
This plus-sized woman believes it's a basic human right to travel with dignity, and she's standing up for change.
But could you say she's dehumanizing herself by her behaviors that led her to that weight? It's demeaning. Well, are you demeaning yourself by your lifestyle choices?
With every journey, Jalen challenges the uncomfortable realities that many larger travelers face, from cramped seats to insensitive policy.
Cramped seats from somebody who's 300, 400, 500 pounds. I'm sorry, if you're going to weigh that much and you're proud of it, good for you. I mean, I don't think anybody should judge anybody, and I don't judge you for your weight, but you're not going to have an airplane. Imagine if they accommodated everybody for that kind of weight. How big would the airplane have to fucking be?
Policies, and she demands a change.
You deserve to be comfortable flying, and you deserve to live your best.
I want my own oxygen too. Those oxygens that they only come out during emergencies. That should be an option to have the oxygen come out just because I can't breathe because it's pushing on my chest and I can hardly breathe.
Your best life, just like everybody else. Airline seats are too small for many people, regardless of their size or weight.
Jalen has launched a GoFundMe to advocate for fat equality and offers helpful tips on how plus-size travelers can travel safely and comfortably.
You deserve to be.
I believe they do have extra belts, if I'm not mistaken. I think because if it doesn't fit around you, because it's like, shit.
You deserve to be comfortable. You deserve to get there and not affect your health in some crazy way. If anyone is being asshole to you and staring at you or making you feel uncomfortable, realize that that's more a reflection of who they are and not you.
True.
I do agree with that. I mean, I'm being a little tongue in cheek here. I know I'm being slightly disrespectful just to make a point. I mean, I don't want to fat shame anybody. I mean, if you're heavy, you're heavy. So the fuck what? Nobody cares. However,
just to stop. Bill Burr again, I'm a huge Bill Burr fan too. He's a comedian, really famous comedian. On his podcast, he says this more than once about people who are overweight, because he tends to have issues with them, and in his words, them complaining. Where he agrees in the sense of our society does not treat them right, but what our society needs to start doing is keeping it level. Where the old school mentality is name calling them fat fuck or shaming them for being overweight, this and that. Or Bill Burr would say no, that's wrong. We need to treat them with kindness and respect. However, we cannot go on the completely other end of things, which in his words, this has been happening where it's you're saying, oh my God, they're so brave for eating the extra donut, or they're so brave for not caring about being judged about their weight. So in a sense, he's saying you're encouraging them to again gain weight by saying that they're brave for their behaviors, their unhealthy behaviors, where he said it's more in the middle, which I agree. You shouldn't name call them. You shouldn't shame them. But again, you don't encourage their poor behavior as well. So it's right in the middle there. So
you can't demand 3 seats on an airplane. I mean, why would they do that? I mean, charter your own airplane then, where you can sit, in the belly of the aircraft and have them take up the whole airplane. It doesn't work like that. our good friend J Bay. Oh my God, she's so huge. She's so huge. It just looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing: you can't do things. You can't get up and walk around the block, like walk your dog, or go for a run, or just I don't know, run a marathon.
Yeah.
I just that immobility that you have, and so then you isolate, right?
Rip
And
the shoes.
you isolate, and what's the only thing that you can do? This. I can do this all day long, and I can watch TV, and it just gets worse and worse.
Does it look like he's like throwing chicken nuggets in his mouth and he's trying to catch them?
And worse. And it's really wind up being an addiction to food. So
Sure.
she's kind of gone off the radar screen. And according to the Daily Mail, they discovered that she was accused of attacking a police officer at a hospital in Kennewick, Washington. Why? Well, evidently she's polyamorous. You know, polyamorous is that's where you're kind of into more than one person at a time, and I'm all for that, I guess, if that's floats your boat. Tends to complicate things, though.
Mhm.
You ever seen the guy on Sister Wives? You think he's doing okay? Everybody wants a piece of his ass and don't want his ass. You know, they want his property. They want, you know, and it's just more fucking headache than it's worth. But her boyfriend or her fiance Jacob, she discovered was with another man. I guess he was polyamorous too, and she assaulted him. So the Daily Mail talked to Jerome Cheney, her dad, and her father, and told the Daily Mail that he believed that the incident that happened after his daughter, who publicly identifies as polyamorous, caught her ex-fiance Jacob Ard with another man, resulting in alleged domestic assault. So when officers arrived to arrest Cheney, they discovered the XXL influencer was too big to fit in their police car and set to take her into custody. You know, that's another discrimination. I can't fit in your cop car. So what do you do? I remember when I was in college, I drove an ambulance, and we had to pick up this woman who was 545 pounds. It took 4 big, strong guys, and that means me too, to pick her up and put her in my ambulance. And I sat in the back with her, and she hung over so fucking far on both sides of our gurney. We couldn't put up the railing on either side, and I couldn't lock it in. I just had to hold it there with my feet. And so God forbid we should get in an accident or something, because she would have gone flying. I struggle with weight. You know, everybody struggles with something, you know, and you got to watch it, especially as you get older, because it just becomes a health hazard. But it doesn't give you the right to, oh my God, look at her. Oh God. So what did they do that she didn't fit in the back of the cop car? An evidence van had to be dispatched with a fucking lift. With a lift. I mean, it's not like she's slightly overweight or she's just a heavy girl that, just needs an accommodation. No, they needed to send a fucking truck to come get you with a lift in it. So they claimed she was unable to manage the steps to get up the police van. So they saw a affordable lift deployed so that she could safely be placed in the rear of the van, according to court papers unearthed by the Daily Mail. And she was charged with 3rd-degree assault and resisting the officers. She could resist the officers just by fucking sitting there. I mean, how are you going to move her? I suppose you could pinch her ass until she moved. I shouldn't be. I really don't want you to think that I hate fat people. I don't give a shit what color you are. I don't give a shit what race you are. I don't give a shit how fat you are or skinny you are. I care about how you treat other people. And I care about just being good to people. And when you're, not being good to the cops, because she was charged with 3rd-degree assault and obstruction of justice, because she's giving the officer shit because she didn't want to get arrested. That's normal. Now, that's normal behavior, criminal behavior, but it's normal. So she was taken to the jail where she was charged with those offenses and resisting arrest.
To you, and you know your trespass. So
99 years. Rip it up. This is all my evidence.
Yep.
Everyone.
Make sure you grab all your stuff.
No, hey, you guys, please. They're going to kill me.
Grab all your stuff.
It's okay. The FBI's watching.
Her channel doesn't work unless she's the fucking victim all the time, right? She's the victim. She's the victim. She's the victim.
It's okay. The FBI's watching. But it's all.
So I don't know this woman. I've never seen her channel. I don't know if she's a TikToker and YouTuber. But again, I don't know if she's like displaying like paranoia in the sense of like, oh, they're out to kill me, this or that, the FBI. I don't know. Again, I'm not diagnosing anyone. This is just what I'm hearing. So, I mean, definitely some mental health going on there.
Did you see the one TikTok where the guy is at the get kicked out of the all you can eat buffet because he's there for like 5 hours?
Belongings. Do you know where it's at? You don't know, huh? So actually, I need to call my dad now.
He doesn't. He's not interested. You've already burned the bridge, so he's not going to come
I'm gonna
help you.
call my dad. Actually,
You can call from your phone.
Yeah,
your
give
own.
me the phone.
No, you don't get this phone. You're
Give me the-
trespassing.
She again is just so defiant right now. And like there's a power thing. Like Bruce said, like I guess she's attempting to play the victim, but then she's trying to obtain power from them. You know, it's just like I'm the victim, but I'm gonna insult you, tell you what to do. And again, these are police officers trying to do their job, trying to keep the peace and everything. And yeah, it's not okay.
Oh,
No.
I'm not.
Yes.
I can call.
Yep. Let's go.
No,
Let's
you
go.
have to arrest me here. I need.
No, we don't have to arrest you
Hey,
here.
I'm not leaving. I'm naked.
You're covered.
Yeah.
What are you doing when you're? I just don't get these people who are when you're 550 pounds. I don't care if you're 6'5" and you're 550 pounds. That's still heavy. I mean, how much does Shaq weigh? Shaq doesn't weigh 500 pounds. He's 7 foot tall.
400.
When you can't move. She's in a wheelchair.
You have all kinds of
Please don't
clothing.
let this happen, dude. Hey, no, this is my evidence.
Yeah,
Get the
we're going
out
on
now.
with you. Let's go.
Get the out now.
Let's go. Let's
Get
go.
the out now.
Let's go.
Okay,
Yes,
I need
that way.
This is why I came to trios. This
That
is I
way.
need you guys.
Just the audacity that she can talk to police officers like that is just so damn disrespectful. And again, my family grew up respecting cops. I had police officers in my family, and my dad just like hyper instilled in me always like obviously love and respect the military and cops. So it would never be like in my wildest dreams. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever talk to a police officer like that. I mean, I'd be afraid I would get my ass beat by them for one, but also just the lack of respect. And again, I have not always been treated okay by cops, but I would never disrespect cops like that.
We'll do this.
That way.
They don't want to help you.
You've burnt the bridge, unfortunately.
If you take the trios, please.
She's not a nice person. It doesn't appear.
I'm sorry. This is why I was trying to talk to you privately. Please don't let them do this.
Why don't you make a run for it?
You guys know what you're doing, and I'm literally
Ripping up the trespass order and just
literally naked.
We're
I'm not
trespassing
getting
you
out of
from
the wheelchair.
private property that they don't want you here.
Give me those.
Yep, we'll give them to you.
Yep, trespass me.
We'd already done that.
Make sure I'm naked on it.
That's on you. You ripped your paperwork up.
Again, there's just so much pain in her voice and her soul. And again, I know I'm getting into the mental health realm of things, but like she's hurting. She's hurting very, very badly. It could be past trauma. I mean, I know from videos from what I've known, like that she's gone through a lot of trauma. I've never seen her videos, but from what I heard, she's gone through a lot of trauma, and she's just a really hurt individual right now. Yeah, and I hope she gets better.
That was your formal trespass notice.
But again, just because you have mental health issues and just because you have a lot of trauma in the past does not give you the right to disrespect or hurt people or disrespect law enforcement. Does not, period.
Why did you guys just tell me what the fuck is going on?
We did tell you.
Dude, I need to go to the police. Are you taking me
We
to
are the
jail?
police.
No.
I can't walk.
You can walk.
I can't.
You
I'm
can't.
going to stay here. So wherever you leave
Well,
me.
we will help remove you from the chair, and then you can decide if you
Take
want to
me
sit
to
on
jail.
sit on the sidewalk.
Take
And
me
we're
to
not
jail.
taking you to jail.
I'm going to jail. I just ripped up your 99-year thing.
That doesn't matter. You don't have to keep
Hey.
that paperwork.
Wherever you take me,
Sure.
help! Help! Ramos knows what he did!
Ramos knows what he did. This is mental illness, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, and that can manifest itself, in a number of ways. And one of the ways is overeating and not taking care of yourself.
KPD, hands up, don't shoot. I'm naked and they fucking raped me. Trio South were just trying to save me.
Guys, any woman that, alleges rape, that you should run away from them. Any woman that's 550 pounds, run away from her.
The FBI is watching. So yeah, do what you're gonna do. Destroy the evidence. Destroy the evidence. Ramos! 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 KPD! KPD! All those police watching me.
Who's Ramos?
Where are you guys taking me?
How does that help her? When you are obstreperous with the cops, I think she's just trying to get arrested at this point.
Taking you off their property.
Oh. All of a sudden I can walk
Perfect.
again.
Now you can walk. Go that way. Go that way.
Arrest me.
Go that way.
Arrest me.
No.
Arrest me.
No. Walk that way.
I gotta go to the hospital.
Nope. Walk that way.
911.
Walk that way.
911.
Walk. Walk.
911.
Walk.
She needs a lot of help. And I hope she gets it someday. But again, you cannot make people want to change or do better for themselves. They have to want it.
911.
Walk.
They don't want to arrest her because they know she won't fit in the back of their car. So these cops don't want her in their car. It is just a trespass order. Is she being disorderly now? Yeah, she is. But discretion is 9/10 of the law. So cops can look at the other way on things, and they often do. But squeezing her into the back of your squad, which she won't fit in, and all of a sudden she gets caught or injured somehow, and then files a claim against the city. Do you need that headache? No, you don't. But then she's on the street. So something's going on with her that's more than just being heavy. Yeah. Clearly she's got mental health problems. When the cops were questioned, they said she was, rude, unpleasant to deal with, saying that she threatened to kill our families and was telling us to burn in hell. Mm. You don't say that to cops. What do I say in almost every one of my episodes? I wouldn't give you 2 plug nickels to be a cop because it's a fucking difficult job. And they got to deal with shit like this. Whether you're drunk or you're mentally ill or just a bloating, influencer personality I don't think she's an influencer. I think she's just got some following because she's heavy. She did a GoFundMe and she raised $1,200 with a target of $1,600. Adding the money would help her secure short-term housing, living essentials, and legal guidance. Along the fundraising, she shared images of herself in a hospital bed with a breathing tube in her nose, while others show her in the back of the car packed with luggage. Unbelievable. So oh my God, look at her there. I used to transport people like this constantly. And some were very nice and some were not so nice. But she clearly is just a pain in the ass. And I'm sure she's not that way with her public defender. Oh, yes, she is. Because her public defender filed a motion to have her found had a competency evaluation, and they came back and said she wasn't competent to proceed. So here's what happens with that. Generally speaking, if you're not found competent and it's a misdemeanor, they generally dismiss those cases. And if it's 3rd degree assault, that's probably a felony, because if it's against a police officer, it'd be a felony. And so they're not going to just dismiss that. So then they have these review hearings every so often. And guess what? You go to another hospital where you get 3 hots in a cot and not 5 hots in a cot, or 6 hots in a cot, or constant hots in a cot. In other words, you don't get to constantly eat. And then they try to restore you to competency at a hospital. In March, the public defender filed an order for competency evaluation, saying she was suffering from a mental disease or defect and may lack the capacity to understand the proceedings against her to assist in her own defense.
I always kind of wondered about those. So as a licensed mental health therapist like myself and whatnot, so she obviously has to get mental health assessment by a licensed mental health professional. But again, what disorder does she need to qualify for this, like from a competency point of view? So again, may lack the capacity to understand the proceedings against him or her. Like again, what disorder is that? Like, is it bipolar 1? Is it 2? Is it schizophrenia? Is schizoaffective? Because there's tons and tons of mental health disorders. So I've always kind of like wondered, like, what particular disorder qualifies for this, or which ones do. Like, is it like particular personality disorders? Obviously, the mental status exam plays a role too, which is again a part of the mental health diagnosis. Which I guess that could play a role in a lot, because a lot of times they ask you like memory related questions, appearance questions, body language. Are they focused on you? Are they looking left, right, or up and down, and so forth? So I guess that could tell you a lot too. But yeah, anyways, interesting.
That's competency. There's two types of mental health evaluations. One's for competency, and the other one is whether you were so mentally ill that you didn't know what you were doing at the time of the crime, basically, or you didn't know what was wrong. And hard to say that with assault and the shit she was saying, to be quite frank with you. She was ordered to go in under inpatient treatment by order of the state inside the Eastern State Hospital after being found to be incompetent. So she was found incompetent. Then the judge had to order this. She wouldn't go to the hospital once she was found incompetent. She wanted to stay in the jail. And so that she refused. We get that all the time. People who are just fucking pains in the asses. So they had to force her to go to the hospital. Unbelievable. And in May, health officials handed over an inpatient evaluation saying that in their opinion, she was suffering from delirium due to sepsis, an unspecified personality disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah. Oh, here's a beautiful picture in a swimsuit, as if I just didn't eat my breakfast. As part of the evaluation, Cheney told officials that she was recently single, having called off her engagement of 6 years with her fiancé, Jacob Ard, because he liked dick. She claims that Ard, who is a plus-size influencer, tried to kill us both on a business trip by saying he sat next to her. No, saying that she had found out who he was. She added that the relationship was abusive, telling professionals she settled like when you settle for crumbs, a guy who was way beneath you. Well, it's good to have some self-esteem, a plus-size self-esteem. She's not plus-size. She's gargantuan size. Oh my God. Plus size is like being like a size 14 or something like that. That's or 18 even. She's like 6L. I think she's like 12L. XL. As part of the evaluation, Cheney said her upbringing had involved human trafficking, domestic violence, sexual assault, witnessing crimes, guns, and drugs and violence. She said also she was homeless at numerous times in her life. Throughout her time in state hospital, healthcare professionals noted she was not complying with treatment and would frequently use her call light to request water and pizzas. No, I'm joking. I didn't say pizzas. To water, to have her alarm turned off, to ask for a chaplain, and to have her bed made. One doctor noted that she frequently made conflicting requests, requesting for 4 sets of clean linens over 5. Yeah, she's just a pain in the ass. Just an absolute pain in the ass. In May, after the report was submitted to the court, the deputy prosecuting attorney filed a motion to dismiss her case. Like I said, they dismiss misdemeanors upon finding incompetence. Cheney's father, Jerome, told the Daily Mail that his daughter was doing well following her release from hospital. When contacted by phone, Cheney said she would have to check her schedule before deciding she would chat with us because she's so busy. You have to make accommodations for certain things. The Americans with Disabilities Act require it. Like when we put in our front counter, it has to accommodate somebody in a wheelchair. So when somebody comes in a wheelchair into my office, that they're greeted with counter height. Great. I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. But do I have to accommodate the guy who's coming in that smells like fucking weed? Or do I have to accommodate abusive conduct because you can't watch your goddamn mouth? Does the airline have to accommodate your fat ass because you can't fit in a single seat? That's another question altogether. And that's not for me to decide. And I guess some airlines have done some things to accommodate people. And maybe she's made some difference somewhere. So I heard somewhere maybe from Robert, that Southwest, you could buy 2 seats, and then if you're, you know, you can prove that you're, you know, plus size or whatever, that you need the 2 seats, they'll refund you the second seat. I don't know.
I mean, I don't even know why. I don't even know why you have to prove it. It's just like if they're willing to pay for 2 seats, why should it matter if they're overweight or not overweight? You know what I mean? I mean, I get you're taking a seat from someone else, but I mean, they're still paying the money. You're making the profit. But yeah, again, if you fear, I don't know. I don't like the fact that again, even if you're giving them a little bit of accommodation, it's like you're still like encouraging their behavior though. It's not a good thing to do, and whatnot. It's just yeah. But anyways, we can just end it right there. But again, another phenomenal episode by Bruce. I want him to be my mentor someday, like I always say. But yeah, no, phenomenal episode. And again, thank you everyone for your support. I'll try to be more consistent in doing videos now that I'm more acclimated to my schedule. Yeah, but no, it was really good. And again, if anyone has any questions, just please let me know. And again, do not forget to like and subscribe to my videos. I really appreciate the support. And until next time, please be well. Bye.